And welcome to halfway through, I'm not actually sure who we're screaming right now. It seems to be ROG. Let me see if I can quickly Google that. And I have no idea who that might be. ROG College? And it looks like Rotagonist College. Collegiate Esport Team and programs powered by Rogalina. Honestly, no idea. Anyways, here we are, 13 minutes into the game. Medium Willie 69 here on this Samira. Not doing so great in this non-traditional bot lane here for UNM. I understand that Samira, if you're going to play a non-traditional bot lane, Samira is the person to pick up in that position. Not sure about the Lulu Rog Mama coming in, getting an excellent, that was Shockwave out from NA Trash region as well. Yellow Cactus blowing the teleport there. That's the second late teleport we've really seen. That one not as much his fault. Really, he's been trying to get the teleports, and they've been fairly decent. The problem is the rest of his team just dies too quickly for him to join. That was a good gank there from Rog Mama. Ball delivery system there on the Rek'Sai into a Shockwave. And even though Graves is tanky, that's quite a bit of damage coming out from just those two players, even though they don't have Mythics or didn't have Mythics at the time of the play, excuse me. While we were gone and while I was setting up the stream, it looks like Didicus did dive for the first time here on the Lilia. This deer, 4-1-1, was 3-0-1 at one point. Have to assume that she traded that away. Yellow Cactus going a little deep here. Don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Oh, that was very close. Rog Bangari forced to use his ult in response to the hammer coming out from Yellow Cactus. You don't want to be there, Rog Bangari, because he's just going to do that. Why did he walk closer to the... That was so dumb. And here, I drink bathwater, forced to use the wild growth onto him. The screech of terror going down onto Little Willie 69. Help Pix is keeping I drink bathwater alive for so long. Rog Chris has so much DPS though, and that's a shutdown going onto Medium Willie 69. I drink bathwater able to survive for so long. And I guess that's why we see this bot lane. So much dive was just committed there from the bot lane of ROG, and they weren't able to pull it out. I mean, yes, they forced everything, and I mean everything, out of I Drink Bathwater. But with the shutdown going over onto Medium Willie 69, I'd say that's a fair trade here for UNM Esports. Still a little bit in awe of an Aatrox out of, I'm going to say, 100, 150 HP walking towards a wall against a Poppy. Towards a wall. If we had replay powers, I'd want to see that again. Here, Yellow Cactus doing fairly decent into this matchup. Unfortunately down in CS, but 1-0-3. He is going to be perfectly on par, but the more important thing is that the Aatrox is, well, not online. I'm not entirely certain what the adjective you would use there, but he is not fed at all. And that's been a very good setup from Yellow Cactus and Didicus going into the 2v1. And we haven't really seen Rog Mama show up much in the top side. I hold that. Look out, Eep, thrown down Rog Mama, going in, and it looks like that's all she wrote from this 2v2. Didicus forced to use the flash, and that's going to be about it. PPSU, you don't want to be here, and you're in the 1v3 now, and NA Trash region easily picking up that. Yeah, that was PPSU either being baited by his team, or I'm not entirely certain what that was overall. Didicus getting a little bit caught. I think he will be fine. He does have ult. Chooses not to use in Rog Mama, using the Prey Seeker to get that kill from downtown. About a 1,000 gold lead after all is said and done here at 17.5 minutes. Yellow Cactus, you should probably be walking a little bit further away. Rel's going to dive you here, and they're just going to let Yellow Cactus leave. All right. Odd. This should be a trade of towers. Bot lane for top lane. And Kaisa just cleared out the wave, so I don't think it will be a trade of towers. Oh, no, it will. And there's the screech down from Medium Willie 69 into the polymorph, and Rod Chris is going to just walk away because the CC was not layered really at all. The polymorph was put down on top of the charm, and Rog, I think she healed there, but yeah, that was a kill that should have been easy. And frankly, part of that is because this team, or this bot lane, just does not have any damage at all. Rog Mama being caught out here by Pipisu. Pipisu flashing, forcing the flash out of Rog Mama with the collateral damage there on Graves. Now Rog Chris going in. Pipisu going to die here from an excellent blender there from NA Trash Region on that Orianna. For some reason, I'm never able to remember in the heat of the moment the word Shockwave. Like, that's one of the most iconic ultimates in all of League of Legends. You see so much Orianna. She's almost never bad in a meta because you just, who do we pick here? Oh, Orianna. It's fine. Rog Bulgari going to die here, getting the drowsy and flashing Didicus pretty much just 1v1ing there. NA Trash Region showing NA is a trash region and diving Medium Willie 69 there. This bot lane has not been great for UNM Esports. Rog Mama, I think that must have been forced out, and Yellow Cactus not going to be able to outplay this, I don't think. Trying, not going to be able to do it. But anyways, Rog Mama had the Rift Herald. Have to assume that it was expiring right then, because that turret was already going to go down to NA Trash Region. Didn't really matter. Hi, Ruby Cloud 443. How's it going? Rel going over the wall. Did not get the Blast Plant all the way back, but she's just going to slowly, very slowly walk back. Collateral damage going over the wall, trying to steal that dragon. Not quite able to do it. Third dragon of the game. First one for this Infernal Soul. Going over to ROG. We're just going to say that's Republic of Gamers, because I think that's what ROG stands for. There's some company that's Republic of Gamers. I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, League is honestly, I would say I don't know much about League, but that's really just because it's a really complex game. It's like, all those masters who say things about, chess, and it's you have to know a lot to know much about this game. I'm also only like gold. NA Trash Region is going to get, oh my god, Medium Willie 69 almost died there. He's going to go down, flashing out. Exhaust onto the Rel, polymorphed and now rooted up, and that's a shutdown. Also going to Didicus, getting that onto NA Trash Region. 6-2-1 on the Deer. UNM trying to push up the mid lane, but that wave is not really all that healthy, and it might just get burned down by this tower. They're going to get about half the HP on the tower before being forced off. This is not a dive that UNM wants, and unfortunately there's not much left on the map for UNM to take. Their bot lane is actually in a pretty decent position. Didicus getting ulted on by Rog Mama. An excellent stopwatch, actually. It's a full-on Zonias to stop Rog Bulgari from getting anything else. Yellow Cactus trying to pull something out. That was an excellent cue from Rog Bulgari to stop the hammer from Yellow Cactus. And looks like we're in a little bit of a stalemate. Unfortunate for UNM Esports that they weren't able to get anything off the back of that pick on Orianna. Yellow Cactus going in a little bit onto the Rel. We're just going to click on... that's a lot of damage. Rog Chris, you just flashed almost into 4, getting stunned against the wall, and that's going to be a dead Chris. Kaisa down for the next 40 seconds, give or take. Rog Mama going in. I don't think you want this 1v1 Rog Bulgari around the back. Medium Willie 6'9" getting soloed out here by NA Trash Region. Watch out, Eep going to pick up that kill. And UNM should be looking for the Baron. Unfortunate for them, they don't have an 80 carry or an Azir or anything. So they are not particularly fast. The Screech from Medium Willie 69 trying to get something. And that was also the Lilting Lullaby out of Didicus, really trying to kill Rog Mama so that they could more safely do that Baron. We're seeing pings down onto it, but without Pipisu there, he might have died in that fight. I did not keep track particularly. That's not going to be Baron. That was a 3 for 0, I think, getting big shutdowns onto Rog Chris, NA Trash Region, and pushing Rog Mama out. And again, UNM Esports not really able to capitalize. Part of that really is this team comp. With the traditional 80 carry in this bot lane role, they would have just immediately turned, probably after the pick onto Orianna. They probably would have just transitioned to that Baron, at least forced the teleport, or at least forced everyone into them. But unfortunately, their Baron taking capabilities is not great, honestly, on this team. It's decent. There's definitely worse that you could do. That's the ult burned from Rog Bulgari, thinking he was going to get collapsed on. Don't think that's that big of a deal. Actually, that has a fairly long cooldown. Didicus picking up this red buff. I guess there's no real 80 carry on this team, as I was just done saying, so it's not that bad for him to take it. I drink bathwater. The one, oh my god, that was 2/3 of I drink bathwater's health bar with just a Q and a W there from NA Trash Region. I think if they committed the shockwave, that would have been a kill. Screech coming out, getting two. Big ultimate there, and then a whiff from Yellow Cactus. That's going to buy a lot of space here for this dragon fight. Not enough to clear out all of the vision. I drink bathwater getting knocked up a little bit by this Aatrox. Who are the other team? I don't know. It's a scrim. I'm pretty sure it's a ROG, R-O-G. I've looked it up. Don't know. I could probably ask someone, but haven't asked. And here into a team fight. Yellow Cactus first on the front line, going 1v3, getting the wild growth onto him. Rog Mama on about 1/3 HP. Bulgari looking for a little bit more. I drink bathwater now on the front line, being forced to flash out there, and that's a shutdown going on to Didicus. Huge there. Lilting Lullaby still on cooldown. That's not going to be anything. That's a huge 3-man stun from ROG. NA Trash Region immediately blowing up. I drink bathwater now. Medium Willie 6'9" is going to be the next one taken out on the backside of that. Rog Bulgari finally on the board, 1-6-4. And Yellow Cactus will be the last one to fall here. A clean ace. An absolute disaster of a team fight from UNM Esports. And it looks like ROG, Republic of Gamers, is going to transition from that third Infernal Soul over to Baron Nashor. They have 10 seconds before the jungler is really going to be able to get there. The deer is quick, but this Baron take is even faster. And it looks like this is going to be Republic of Gamers wearing purple for the next 3 minutes. And that's, those of you who don't know League of Legends very well, the Baron Nashor is a buff that buffs up all of the minions in the lane. It gives, I don't actually know the exact numbers, but it gives quite a bit of armor resistances and health to the melee and caster minions. It also gives a lot of magic resist, which is usually where most wave clear comes from. And then it gives extra range to the cannon minions, so they're actually able to siege down turrets without getting into the range of the turrets themselves, which excuse me, which is both good and bad in some cases, as sometimes when you're trying to siege the turret, you want to get up into auto attack range of that turret, and you can't do that without minions ganking, and your cannon minion is outside of the turret range. But in most cases, it's usually pretty good. PPSU and UNM trying to defend this tier 2. That's inadvisable because they're going to get dove. And it looks like UNM's just going to back off and give up this mid lane tier 2. 7,000 gold lead here at 27.5 minutes. And here, Yellow Cactus going into the 1v1 to try and save this turret. But with no vision really in the bot side red jungle for UNM, he does not want to be here because he will get dove. The entire team of ROG is on their way. And this is an inadvisable last stand location for UNM Esports. Medium Willie 69 trying to Yellow Cactus. What are you doing? That was a scream from the Seraphine, and that's forcing the flash out of Yellow Cactus. All they really got from that was the... what is that item called? It's the Spell Shield from Edge of Night on that Rek'Sai. And I'd say this is approximately where the draft difference is coming in a little bit. I understand what UNM was trying to do here, going with the Graves mid. We've seen that out of PPSU a bunch. And this non-traditional bot lane. But it's just lacking in overall damage. They can really extend fights, which is fine. But the damage here is lacking. I know there isn't really a true tank here on the side of ROG, so it's not a huge deal. If they're able to stay alive and really kite back just forever, I think they can win. But it really is just it's also somewhat a pick comp. Like the 5-on-5 is not good because they don't have an AD carry going up against ROG, who does have an AD carry, and especially Kaisa, who's the best AD carry by far right now. So this is a bit of a draft diff. I understand what they were going for. Not a huge fan of it. It's fine. I think the real problem is it's now 30 minutes and they're being outscaled. Especially, I think the other part of the problem with this draft is I didn't watch it personally. I only started watching this game like 6 or so minutes into it. I think the other part of this draft was it was expertly countered by ROG's draft. You can see there's just a lot of scaling. Plus, Orianna's going to be perfectly fine in a lane. Kaisa Rel is going to be perfectly fine down there. And then UNM tried to beat up on this Aatrox in the top lane because they didn't really have any other better lane to go into. Yellow Cactus getting knocked up here, taking a decent amount of damage, missing everything with his ultimate. And this is going to be a dead Poppy going down onto ROG Mama. And with the dragon spawning in 12 seconds, that's a big pick. This might just be Infernal Soul going over to Republic of Gamers. Hey, Luna Firma. Who are these people playing? I feel like you should know. I've been calling them Republic of Gamers. Flash forward by the realm. That's 2 men dead immediately. Didicus trying to go in and steal that dragon, and that might be all she wrote for UNM Esports. 4 members dead for literally nothing. Medium Willie 69, the only one left, only having a Moonstone Renewer and a Staff of Flowing Water. Not really going to be able to do anything. Poppy, not... Okay, they surrendered. I was a little confused about that teleport. Luna Firma said, "What's hip-hop happening?" That is not an answer, my guy, to who are we playing, just by the way. Champion select. And we're just going to get rid of... Nope. Still have everything from... Nope. From the last series? I think that was game 1. Kaisa's Monster of a Champion. Again, not what I asked. Who are these people? Yeah, that's about what the what the damage graphs for this game are expected to look like. Kaisa actually not doing as much damage as the Orianna there. The Kaisa did about the same. Oh, they're Teddy's friends, Chinese Super Server Diamonds. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought. Are they playing on the Chinese Super Server or like in China on that ping versus us? They were. Yikes. Well, it looks like we're going to be in Champion Select. I see a custom, so I'm assuming we're going to get a game 2. Yeah, that Orianna was popping off. I'm not sure if the Graves was the greatest pick there. Either blind or as a response to the Orianna. I understand that's a comfort pick for PPSU. And I think it's amazing into things like Galio. Not sure about the Graves pick into Orianna. And I'm not sure about the Graves blind pick into the mid lane, if that was what they did. It's a very supportive team comp. Lilia can do a lot of damage, but she's, with the Lilting Lullaby of her ult, a little bit more of a support mid or a support jungle. I mean, Yellow Cactus did well on the top lane on that Poppy, but again, it's not a carry on this team, really. There's not someone who you look at for team fights and be like, yeah, that's going to be good. It's just going to be Samira throwing her ult down, hoping it hits 5 people, and then throwing everything on top. And I mean, that's a fine strategy, but the problem with that is if you miss, sorry, not the Samira, the Seraphine. I get them confused sometimes. If you miss the Seraphine Screech from downtown, you're not going to have a good time. Like, you can kite back decently with this team cop. But that's not really what you want to be doing against all of these other champions, like a Rek'Sai, like an Aatrox, like an Orianna. You're not going to be able to kite back great against them. So let's see if we can see Champion Select. And we can see Champion Select if I just go in here, watch stream. Where's Pop Out? Pop Out. And as you can see, Pantheon has been picked. Loading in. There we go. Let's see. From UNM Esports, we're seeing Yellow Cactus on Pantheon. I have a feeling that will actually go over to Yellow Cactus. Ivern, that's probably going to actually just be Ivern Jungle. They're waiting on the support there from I Drink Bathwater, deciding to go for the Nautilus into Pike. That's fairly decent. Pike Kaisa, fairly, I'm going to say that's a scary lane to play into. Yellow Cactus going for Ignite, just going to throw down the gauntlet in the sand and jump and outskill Aatrox on that champion. Really, we're going to see a lot of Yellow Cactus just really outplaying his opponent with this champion. That's really what Pantheon does, is he gives you the tools for, if you're the better player, he gives you the tools to be able to win whatever lane you're in. So hopefully the directed camera will give us a lot of that. And we'll be able to see riveting Pantheon versus Aatrox. And we get a little bit more. Where is... I need a 4th monitor. There we go. What else? Oh, actually, It looks like they're switching up the team comps a little bit. I don't know. With Rog Mama, I think, going into the top lane, Rog Bulgari being in the mid lane, and then Cho'Gath Jung. Wait, is that? Hold on. Is that an Echo Jungle? Or is that Bolgigi? Bolgigi. Huh. Rogue Bolgigi. Yeah, I'm not going to remember that, by the way. Luna Firma, have you seen how Colorado State University has their jungle is just a bunch of L's? Like, I don't remember who we're going when we're playing Colorado State University, but their jungler, it's just L's and I's and whatever the like line is. I don't know what that's called. Just the line. It's just like all of that. It's a barcode name. Yeah. It's awful. So, like, as much as I don't like casting Medium Willie 69 and I Drink Bathwater, at least their words, like, they're not great words, and I don't like the way that they're arranged, just in general, but, like, their words. I don't particularly like the bot lane combo of Water and Willie. It's not my favorite. But it's not just lines. Anyways, I have no idea what this team comp from the Republic of Gamers is anymore. I'm guessing that it's an Echo Jungle and an Aatrox top, but they could be not switching up the team comp at all as who's going where, and this could be Republic of Gamers of Mama going on the Aatrox jungle, Rog Bolgigi going, he was top on the Echo, and then in a trash region on Cho'Gath there in the mid lane. And loading. There we go. And it is going to be that, it looks like. No. Okay, no, never mind. It is Echo Jungle. And then that's probably a Cho'Gath mid. But we will have to find out. Time controls. Sure, let's give him the chat. How bad could it be? And UNM is no longer on that side. They're on this side. All right, so we need to fix the scoreboard because the scoreboard is now permanently ruined again. And I don't know why. It's an Echo Jungle. Well, it looks like Aatrox is running towards the top lane, so I have to assume that's where he's going. And we have a Cho'Gath mid. Fairly decent. No, Diana was the last pick. Huh. You've seen a lot of Cho'Gath mid, and Zed is in meta. Just because Cho'Gath has sustain and a lot of HP. So he's a natural counter to assassins. It's a little odd. Wait, no, I think maybe Nautilus was the last pick. But I'm pretty sure it was... I think it was Diana. Anyways, it's an odd thing for... to pick the Diana into the Cho'Gath. It might be a case of wanting to... Like, I don't think anyone's going to kill or get killed in this lane. So it's not... I don't think it's going to be... if you just want to farm it out. If Diana just wants to get to 6 and then start roaming, I don't think it's a terrible lane for that. So that might be the thought process behind this. A little bit of aggressive trading here. It's basically like it was the top lane. Interesting that neither the Cho'Gath nor the Diana took corrupting potions. I would have expected the Cho'Gath to do it, he decided to go for the mana regen on Doran's Ring. PP getting level 2, going in a little bit. And NA Trash region still fairly aggressively trading. One of the reasons that you will see all of this aggressive trading in both the top and the mid lane, Chris getting level 2 first, Staranka getting the pullback, forcing the heal from Medium Willy 69 and the flash from I Drink Bathwater. The Ignite was used from Staranka. And here the bot lane from UNM Esports ticks over to level 2. Pike hook goes a little bit wide. And that's the anchor toss going in and forcing the heal from Chris. And now it's more or less a even trade of summoners with heal and ignite. Of course, there's not the flash from I Drink Bathwater, but he has Hex Flash, so it'll be fine. Didicus going in, flashing, trying to get that Q snare. Rog Bolgigi going here in the top lane, argue Mama. Yellow Cactus getting a teleport from Pipisu to support him. Pipisu's here, diving the turret, very aggressive, just what you want to see. And Rog Bolgigi going in and getting getting Pantheon. Huge display of skill, and that's a kill over to Pipisu. Rog Bolgigi very low. It's probably going to die here. Yellow Cactus, you are going to actually get the trade. Or not the trade. And that's a 2-for-0. Over onto the side of Republic of Gamers. I Drink Bathwater getting a good anchor toss down onto I Drink Bathwater. I Drink Bathwater going to get very low here. Had the shield just in time. And this is a balls to the wall, all hooks thrown, none missed. And that's going to be a trade of supports almost instantly. Little Medium Willy 69 looking for the reload. Not going to be able to get the kill here on the first shot. Getting it on the second shot. Pipisu, you're diving the turret, bro. And you're going to die because of it. Unfortunately, not able to pick up the kill onto the Cho'Gath. Yellow Cactus probably going to pick up the kill here. Completely outplaying his Aatrox opponent, who decided to both overstay and also walk into the face of a Pantheon. Nope, sorry, never mind. Yellow Cactus just completely outplaying, honestly. Never seen a better player. Never seen a better player on this champion. Just so good and completely outskilled from Yellow Cactus. Unfortunately, oh no, he's even up in CS. God, this champion's so dumb. Okay, anyone who leaves Pantheon open right now in Champion Select is dumb. Like, in solo queue, there should be 10 Pantheon bans, 5 on each side. Because it's just, God, the champion is just so busted. He is like a 53% win rate across 4 roles because, haha, Pantheon. NA Trash region taking over to level 6 while Pipisu's level 4. Doubled the CS here on NA Trash region, getting that first Devour stack onto a cannon minion. Rog Mama, level 5 to the level 6 of Yellow Cactus. Yellow Cactus deciding to back there. Does not have teleport to get back into the lane. Staronica getting snared up here. That's going to be a dead Pike, I think. No, he's going invisible just in time. I Drink Bathwater getting the snare off, and this is going to be a dead Chris Kaisa. The sacrifice for the Pike, not actually what you want to see from the Republic of Gamers. And that's going to be an easy and fairly early first dragon coming over for UNM Esports. Yellow Cactus again in the 2v1, except not really. Rog Bolgigi is way ahead of his top lane, and he's just going to die before Aatrox gets there. I don't know what the hell that was, but that was both a gross miscommunication, insane greed from Rog Bolgigi going for the Krugs against a Pantheon, and also just why wasn't Rog Mama there to support? He could have just walked over, say, whatever. This minion wave isn't like it's good, but who cares? I'm gonna go save my jungler. And instead, he just kind of watched the jungler die. So, another extremely riveting outplay by the Pantheon, piloted here by Yellow Cactus. Extremely crisp mechanics, jumping in. Look at that stun. Look at that damage, and just nothing's able to be returned. And oh my god, actually, look at that damage. That's so dumb. He has an Executioner's, whatever it's called. Why is he doing this much damage? It's god. Watching the Pantheon tilts me a little bit, if you can't tell. Yellow Cactus, unfortunately down in CS. Daisy diving the turret. What a monster. Rog Mama going to die here. Yellow Cactus actually getting very low. Not able to do that anymore. Your shield doesn't work like that. Medium Willie 69 does not have flash or heal already used, and he was able to get out. I drink bathwater, still full HP, should have his Q up, and he's going to flash, and it's not going to be enough. PPSu looking to maybe stop this back, able to do it at the last second. There's a little bit of a greedy recall there from the Cho'Gath. And he's still down. It's not as bad as it was. He's down level 7 to level 8. Unfortunate for him, all of the roams that he went on early did not work out, is the polite way to say it. And the Cho'Gath was just happily farming in the mid lane while the Diana was off diving turrets level 3. Chad Diana, you love to see it, but maybe not the greatest. Flash forward by Didicus. Strunka trading that for a snare. Rogchris going to get 1, 2, 3, and 4th shot missing because I drink bathwater hit the Kaisa with the big anchor. Think he could have just waited for Medium Willie 69. He's bulked up in the off season, and I think he could have and both should have gotten that kill. Unfortunate, as UNM Esports like to say. I drink bathwater might be in a little bit of danger here. The thing that he really needs to worry about is that if he does get pulled into tower range, he has a bunch of AoEs both on that Balmy Cinder that he's building, and I believe his shield and the Riptide of his E gives a lot. That's a teleport coming down that's PPSu, and Medium Willie 69 is on a rampage. The Pike went forward, but unfortunately for him, he was not level 6, so it's not going to matter. Daisy hitting the ground, and PPSu is first here. I drink bathwater going into the 1v1. Rogchris having to use his ult defensively. Yellow Cactus going in on NA Trash Region. Very close to dying here. He is under tower, which isn't going to be great, and he's going to get a double kill. Absolutely massive outplay on the Pantheon there in the top lane. 4-2-0. Huge numbers from the huge top laner here of UNM Esports. As one of our commenters just pointed out, so much fighting over nothing. That's the Chinese super server, baby. Let's go. And actually, I think that's probably actually why I think that's the LPL, because the LCK is the League Champions Korea, and the LPL is the League Players League in China. And that's how they do it over in China. They fight as a Reddit commenter during Worlds put it, the only handshake that they do is that we're fighting here and we're fighting now. PPSu going airborne, getting silenced. Shouldn't be too big of a deal for him. And Cho'Gath, this is actually something, if you were tuned into my UNM's broadcast, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, NA Trash Region just running down PPSu. He might be in Devour range fairly soon. NA Trash Region flashing over the wall. Now Rog Mama is here. PPSu surviving for a long time, but I'm not sure if it's going to be long enough. Rog Mama going to die now that the Mantheon from downtown's getting knocked up. Rog Bulgari getting hit by the anchor toss, then getting hit by the Q from the Ivern, and Yellow Cactus on a killing spree. That was an interesting chrono shift there from the Echo, and now with Rog Bulgigi down for the next 13 seconds, is going to be an easy Baron or Dragon take from UNM Esports. Second Dragon of the game here at 12.5 minutes. And it looks like Republic of Gamers is just going to give this one up. And that's the second Dragon, a fairly good win con, and it's going to be Clown Drake. Sad here for the NA heroes, of course, coming up NA and getting that Clown Dragon on the RNG. So much for dragon stacking. I kid. Clown Dragon is actually pretty decent now. Mountain Soul might be the worst now. It's a little debatable. Usually, I mean, Mountain Soul is still really good, but sometimes just having more tankiness isn't that big of a deal if you're just getting blasted, because they're just going to blast you through the MR through the slightly more health. Not saying that it's completely bad, and that's a perfect layer of CC. Daisy been called up, and she's going to be the only one rooted. Didicus really tanky, Medium William 69 getting the kill there onto the Pyke. I don't think we've seen Pyke throw out the ult even at all this game. If he has, Didicus going into the 1v1 versus Chris, wondering where his team is. He's just going to back up a little bit. PB Sue dodging out on that knock-up. The good news about the non-stop constant action is we don't need to delve into my not very good knowledge of color and what I want UNM to do. If it's just everyone's always fighting, that's easy to cast because that's just always doing play-by-play all the time. No need to stop, honestly. ROG going for the Rift Herald there on the top side, most likely looking for another thing for Cho'Gath Devore. Here, first tower going over to Medium Willie 69, and I drink bathwater. A little bit extra gold there. A 1.5-ish K gold lead here at 14.5 minutes. 6 kills to 12. You would expect a little bit more gold in a 6-kill lead and 2 dragon lead here from UNM, especially with having the first tower of the game. But it is what it is. I'm upset that no one in the chat noticed that I did, in fact, call the Cho'Gath R a Vor. And I will continue doing that until someone notices. I think it's just called Devour, or it should be called Devour. It might just be called Feast. Let me, I can check. It is called Feast. Let's see. Game slowed down slightly since the last time we've checked in. No real objectives here for either side to fight over, but you think that's going to stop them? Hell no. A little bit more inting here, preferably to Medium Willie 69 if you're a UNM Esports fan. Starika looking for the hook, not quite able to get it, and they were going to 100-0. I drink bathwater if he was pulled over the wall there. Fortunately for him, the hook missed. Yellow Cactus now, I'm not going to say starting to fall off, but not going to be as strong as he was. The Ignite going down onto ROG Mama. Yellow Cactus forcing ROG Mama to dive the turret, and that's going to be an insane shutdown, hitting all 3 of the Qs there on Aatrox, flashing for the last one. And a pretty big misstep here. Not outplaying his opponent on the Pantheon, unfortunately. And that's going to be probably an even bigger experience lead to ROG Mama. That was one of the, I would say that's probably one of the reasons that ROG Mama did win that. I'm not entirely certain why Yellow Cactus tried going into that 1v1 by throwing the Ignite down, knowing he's only level 10, not having a combat ult versus the rank 2 ultimate from Aatrox. Not great. PPSU here just trying to hold this tower in the bot lane, down 25 CS. Not a great look for him. The good news for UNM Esports is that NA Trash region, because both dragons have gone over to the side of UNM Esports, there's not all that much that he has feasted on. He's, of course, going to have the native 6 stacks from getting minions. And then after that, he's going to be just looking for epic minions and monsters. He got one, of course, on the Rift Herald on the top side. Dragon spawning in 7 seconds. NA Trash region recalling. He does have teleport. Most likely will be staying in base to look for it. Looking for that speed up. Starika missing the hook. I think it's called Harpoon. I'm not actually sure if it's a hook at all. I think it is just a Harpoon. Rog Chris getting hooked up. That's a flash orb. I drink bathwater. Rog Chris now using the ultimate to juke around UNM Esports. And unfortunately for everything that UNM just spent to try and get that pick, Chris outplaying them. Didn't even have to use the heal, and he's going to get out perfectly fine. ROG Bolgigi looking for a little bit. He does have a 50-50 smite here. No one has the advantage. Daisy has been called down, and it looks like Didicus and PPC will just pick up the Soul Point Dragon here for UNM Esports. Trying to push down a little bit. Medium Willie 69, you're in a bit of danger with Rog Mama here. I drink bathwater. Looks like to be the sacrificial lamb of UNM Esports. PPC going into the backline. Very nearly 100-0. Rog Chris and I drink bathwater able to get the ignite down onto it. NA Trash region just 1v1ing the support. PPC getting so low, and that was a flash out of the ultimate there from Starika. Now Yellow Cactus on the front line. He is going to go down a double kill to Rog Mama. He got also picked up. I must have been PPC or Didicus. I'm not entirely certain. The bot lane, the only one left alive here for UNM Esports. I drink bathwater, inting forward to just stop that charge of Shelly, and I don't know if that was worth it. With the health bars as much as they were, and with Medium Willie 69 still up, even with Herald taking half the turret there in that tier 2, I don't think that was particularly worth it to die there for it. I mean, whatever. That's done is done. He did it. I don't think it was the greatest move. He saved the turret. Overall, I think that's a wash if he actually saved the turret, giving about 300 gold plus assists over to the Republic of Gamers. And turret is worth approximately 300. And it's a wash all in all. Of course, also a turret can be worth more just because of intrinsic value of being able to push up a little bit more, especially with it being the mid turret tier 2. It's going to be a lot harder to defend these outer turrets. Yellow Cactus not getting pulled back. That would have been a pretty big deal if he did. Still going into the 1v1 here. He is 2 levels down, which is not going to be good for him in the 1v1. 5-4-1 now. Didicus coming in. Rog Mama not dodging out of the gank really so much as just pretty easily walking away. UNM should keep overloading this side of the map to force down that turret. But it looks like the response is going to be send 3 members to the mid lane. PPC going into the 2v1 and able to get out with the use of their ultimate. And a Trash region going to easily push down this turret, tanking up the turret. He doesn't care. He knows where all of UNM Esports is on the other side. Starika just barely dodging that anchor toss. That's not the actual name of the ability. But I just like calling it anchor toss because it's funny. It's fun. And that one will land, and just barely not getting the lockdown from Little Willie 69. And oh my god, that was a huge amount of damage just from the first shot of the curtain call. And that's going to be an easy pick. The support of the Republic of Gamers going down. PPC, you're not going to win that. But it's because NA Trash region does in fact have a 1000 HP smite. a 4v2 that UNM Esports decides to not opt into. Medium Willie 69 getting knocked up. Didicus on the front line looking for snare, able to get it. Now the huge amount of lockup and CC coming down. Daisy being popped out. ROG Bolgigi diving Medium Willie 69, then using the chrono break to get out. PPSU going in, not having much damage himself. The cavalry has arrived. Rog Mama is on the backline. Lil Willie 69 getting knocked up, killed right there. Dedicus next one on the chopping block. He's going to go down. PPSU went down trying to dive the backline. NA Trash Region still alive, and that's going to be everyone on UNM Esports dying. Yellow Cactus looking for one onto Republic of Gamers. Chris. Dragon spawning in 50 seconds. UNM will be respond for it, but that's a disaster of a team fight. 6,000 gold lead into the pockets of the Republic of Gamers. And, yeah. That was UNM way overcommitting for that. Not having any wards on their flank. So, Rog Mama, I don't even think... No, he must have used his teleport just based on cooldowns, but... It wasn't a sneaky flank or anything. UNM just overextended. Rog had wards, not even particularly deep, teleported to it, and then he was like a 6-2 Aatrox. Of course, he's going to just rip through everyone. Medium Willie 69 was overextended because they were trying to run down on a trash region. Probably the hardest champion to pick just in general. Because it's Aatrox, it's tanky, he has CC. I drink bathwater, face checking into this Dragon. The curtain has been called. PPC going into the 1v3 curtain call, actually getting a lot of damage. That's Rog Bolgigi dead. NA Trash Region, the only smite now onto Republic of Gamers. Rog Mama very low, actually not very low anymore, haha. That's whatever that item is called. NA Trash Region on the front line. The flash forward from Medium Willie 69, not able to get the doink, was able to get the doink now. PPC going forward. Rog Chris, last one alive for this team. And now that was a 4-0 for UNM Esports. I guess Rog just didn't reset after that. UNM pinging towards the Baron. 4 members are going towards that, including the jungler. If Starika was cheeky, he might have been able to get the kill onto this dragon. I don't think he is. Echo is alive and booking it as fast as he can towards this Baron pit. Fortunately, the directed camera does not like showing, the health bars of anything important. That includes Baron, and that also includes towers. It looks like UNM will pretty easily be able to pick this one up. Medium Willie 69 going forward. And that's going to be a dead Rog Bolgigi before he even gets close to the turret or to the Baron. I think that's completely fair. NA Trash Region going in, and the smite was true from Didicus. Now NA Trash Region in a little bit of a pickle here. That's a teleport from PPSU. A little bit of a waste there, I think. It's going to be fine. Little Willie 69. No, that was Didicus getting stunned and snared up. Now, UNM has not reset since that last fight, but they did get everything. I drink bathwater going forward. Haha. Ivor and Q. PPC is tanking the turret. Is not going to get pulled back in. Rog Mama in the bush. He should be fine. In UNM Esports, you want to reset. You have no health bars, no mana, and even though you do have Dragon for the next 2.5 minutes, give or take, you need to buy your items from that last fight. The gold is almost completely even since the last time we checked in after that disaster 4-0 fight from UNM Esports. Republic of Gamers able to pull that one out. Then I think they didn't reset. UNM Esports threw themselves at the team. Was able to get a really good pick onto Rog Bolgigi, and then got the Dragon. Got another really good pick onto Rog Bolgigi. Sensing a pattern here, and was able to get the Baron. NA Trash Region, of course, trying to pick up the Baron himself using the Vor, trying to give some om nom nom, get in my belly from that champion. Rog Chris getting completely doinked. Haha. Medium Willie 69 getting big doinks in Amish on Summoner's Risk. And Starika going to eat all 4 bullets of the curtain call. The snipe was there from Medium Willie 69, and he's going to be able to basically solo down the entire bot lane himself. He is 12-1-7. Yeah, that's the champion. It does not help that the people he was just doinking is 2-6-1 in 07. It's not not hard to beat up on the people who are already on the ground. Just kick him in the liver. It's not hard. Just fourth shot him in the liver. And it looks like UNM Esports pushing for the end right here, especially with NA Trash Region all the way in the top side. That's a huge nut onto Little Willie 69, but he's going to be able to stay alive. That's the Aatrox going down. That's Rog Bolgigi going down, and that should be the Nexus going down. I think, no, Starika has not been able to get a shutdown this entire game. Yellow Cactus very low. He's going to go down next. VP Sue already was there in the death round. Didicus next one on the chopping block, and Rod Chris finally getting the third kill of the game. Prey Seeker going long, getting the Void Ooze passive onto him, but does not have the ult, so we're not going to see her try and get the 1v1, nor do I think she would want to try and get the 1v1, just because we already saw that like 2 minutes ago, and Medium Willie 69 won it, and it wasn't particularly close, so wouldn't have been particularly close this time. NA Trash Region just tanking up turrets because he doesn't care. On that show graph, let's see how many HPs does he have? He has almost 5,000 HPs. Quite a stack there. I didn't actually see how many stacks he had while I was clicking on him. He has 9 stacks. Here are 28.5 minutes. Not terrible. Pretty decent, I'd say. Nothing. Not particularly ahead of the curve. I'd say this is approximately where you would expect a Cho'Gath to be here at about 30 minutes into the game. Now with nothing happening or no major objectives spawning for the next approximately 2 minutes, 2 minutes of 5 on Baron, and then 140 on the Elder Dragon, UNM's going to attempt to kill NA Trash Region. However, he has quite a bit of HP. Curtain has been called, I'm going to assume because directed camera didn't want to see where the bullets were hitting. No one died there. Directed camera is a little bit silly sometimes. And for those of you who are just tuning in, it is 29 minutes into game 2 of however many they want to play. This is Republic of Gaming, a Chinese super server diamond team versus UNM Esports, and it is exactly what you would expect from a team from the LPL. Approximately 2 kills per minute, a little bit under that, probably closer to a little bit more like 1 and 1.8, I'd guess. Just a little bit of quick math. It's actually probably almost exactly 1.5 now that I'm saying it. Anyways, UNM Esports does have the Clown Soul, a negative gold deficit of 600, not that big of a deal. 6 turrets to their name, and a mid-inhib pushing down that mid lane for them. In a Trash Region, level 17, Rog Bolgigi. Level 14, Didicus, also level 14, with 15 seconds to go until this Elder Dragon does spawn. Verona getting just doinked by Medium Willie 69. No assist necessary. And that's going to be a 4v5 no matter what. Rod Chris getting knocked up on the other side. Yellow Cactus going in on that PPC, getting the kill onto Rog Mama. And then we see NA Trash Region using the teleport and then immediately walking away. Looks like UNM might be looking for the end here. The only one left alive for the next 15 seconds is NA Trash Region. The exhaust going down. He has a lot of HP. He is very tanky. He is extremely tanky. He is still dying. Still alive. Everyone was throwing everything into him, and he finally goes down. That's an ace for UNM Esports. The only one left alive is Staronka for 13 seconds. Then Rod Chris joins him. Even if there was time left in the game, I don't think they could do anything with a combined score of 3 and 15. I'm not expecting that bot lane to have done anything, even when they did get up. I guess Rog Bolgigi could have also done it, been up, but what would have we seen from that? Another time where he goes in and dies. Anyways, good showing here from Medium Willie 69. Pretty soon after we beat Boise State, we'll have to rename him to Large Willie 69. Although I don't think that I don't think that CeeLo will actually let him do that. I have a feeling it'll be great if they do. Hopefully, Girthy Willie 69 is also next on the list, and yeah, that's a mood there from that Pike. Also a mood there from the Echo, and Kaisa getting out damaged by a Nautilus. BB Su putting up pretty decent damage numbers despite being down a lot there in the mid lane. The unfortunate thing for the Cho'Gath and for Republic of Gamers in general is the Cho'Gath was the person who was the furthest ahead on the team, and that is a problem because Cho'Gath isn't going to carry particularly well. He is tanky. He does do a decent amount of damage, but he's not a carry threat, really. He's really just there if your team is if the Cho'Gath is ahead and your team is relatively even, the Cho'Gath can make the difference. He's going to dish out a lot of damage and never die, which is good, but if you're behind, it's pretty yikes. And we're going to go into, looks like a game number 3. Yep, another custom. So let's wait, no, don't want to do, oh no. Not what I meant to do. Bring up Discord. Watch the stream. Okay, pop it out. Then we go there. Then we go into Streamlabs, and we go into Champion Select. No, load again. Yes, okay. And here we are into game 3. Republic of Gamers here on the red side, I think. And UNM Esports here on the I want to say this is blue side, but I'm not actually entirely certain. It's hard to tell in the middle of draft. One thing that I would like to flame Yellow Cactus on a little bit right now is, of course, he's playing with the Boo ward skin. By far, in the ward skin tier list, it's probably down there in like C or D. It's better than default, but it's not great. Like the best is definitely the crab with the sword. I think it's Sir Crabs-a-Lot. 10 out of 10 skin. The next one is going to be Kakoma. I think it might just be Koma as the coach skin, and then that weird Chinese guy who ate an entire hot dog and they turned that into a skin for some reason. That's S tier. Those 3 S tier. If you don't have any of those, you're literally trolling. Of course, in the A+ tier is any other epic skins that you might have just to flex your gamer muscles. If you have either the Star Guardian event skin, ward skin, or if you have Meta Rioter and have that one's pretty good. Also the Hex Tech, just to flex on everyone else to say, haha, yes, I do have money. I spent money on loot boxes to get ward skins. We know that's up there in the ward skin tier list. Actually, I think who cares about champion select? Honestly, let's just go into. We can look at not loot. It's in here. We can just go to wards, and mythics. Yeah, these prestige. Who cares? 10th anniversary. But the fist bump ward and the hextech ward. These are S tier. Also with the. There's a. Star. I have a Star Guardian one. What is it? Guardian. Huh. Maybe that isn't a ward skin. Maybe that's an icon. But the best, SKT1 Coma ward, pretty good. And dogs, it's fine. Hang Loose, really good. And of course, his royal crabbiness. Like, look at this man. He's ready to just straight up murder anyone who comes into the bush that you put him in. Just like, if you're not playing this ward, You're literally trolling, and that is one of the things about UNM esports I would like to see them improve on, is if they could just have more like 5 wards across the map and have it all just be his royal crabbiness. You can also get chromas for this ward. I can't overstate how much just getting this ward itself really ups your gameplay. Looks like we're going to be in a remake of Champion Select. I don't read Chinese, so I don't know what they're saying. So we can flame I drink bathwater for being Diamond 3 and already playing. That's probably like 100 games or 200 games already this season. The man grinds. Gotta respect it. And Diamond 3, you know, that's pretty decent. And here we are into the Champion Select. See, I knew we'd be remaking the Champion Select, so that's why I went on that tangent about ward skins. Because, like, you know, I was so far ahead of the meta that I knew that I could just talk about literally anything else. To quote Blazing Luna Firman, to quote Blazing Saddles, it's Twu. Here, 2 Void monsters for UNM Esports, Rek'Sai and Kha'Zix, getting banned out, as well as Malphite. Then Aatrox, Kali, and Ahri getting banned out for the side of ROG. I think those are the first 3 champions alphabetically. We can actually check this out by going champions. And those are the first 3 champions alphabetically. This is the faker bans here. Rog throwing down... I mean, they've already lost one, so it's a little less impressive to be like, yeah, we can... we don't need to ban anything. We just ban the first 3. I actually think that the Akali is not a troll ban. The Aatrox... played fairly well. Oddly, that's a ban from their own side, as Riot Bolgigi or Rog Bolgigi and Rog Mama, I think it was, in game 1, both played that champion. We see a Heimerdinger ban. I think that's Pipisu pulling that. The Hecarim, the next ban, that's actually a decent ban against Didicus. Kog'Maw, odd ban, not entirely certain about that one. Orianna, that one's being banned by UNM Esports because it hard carried game 1. Team comp wise, is a really good skirmish team comp here from UNM Esports with the Seraphine, Kai'Sa, Alistar, a Lilia, and an Ornn. Good mid game to late game scaling. It's going to be fine in the early game. It's not going to be great. ROG actually noticed that and picked the Xin Yao. I really hate casting Xin Yao because all of his abilities are really dumbly named. Like his W is like wind. It's like winds behind us, brother, or something like that. I have it written down somewhere, but I don't like casting Xin Yao. He's fairly okay right now. I'm actually somewhat of a Xin Yao main, so I can tell you a little bit about it once we get into the game. And basically what it is if you go for the level 3 scuttle fight and you lose it, you're actually useless for the rest of the game. Why can't I spectate this game? I would like to spectate game. Hello? And you're seeing or hearing, well, we'll try, we'll try, spectating, hold on, where did that Discord go? We'll spectate, from the client in a second, and until then, or try it again in a second. I don't know why I can't spectate. They might have turned spectators off, which have been super troll. So we're going to be watching this very laggy stream here on Discord. for the time being. Hopefully in about 3, we're going to check again at 3 minutes into the game and just see if there needs to be a buffer. They might have turned spectators off in a super troll move. Staronica, of course, playing the Morgana, a decent counter against the Alistar. This is nearly unwatchable. I'm not going to lie to you people out here in Streamland. Morgana, Ezreal, decent lane. I would, of course, just rather have the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa, of course, known for her late game hyper carry skills, but also very, very good in the early game. I did not know that this was actually what you did on Ornn. You just buy potions and then you don't buy anything, and then you just get into the lane. I guess this, oh, you just buy potions and then you wait and you can get potions and Doran shield. That's an interesting, see, the things we learn here streaming just one person. And I hope that in a minute we're going to be pretty okay. Yellow Cactus getting jumped on. This is fairly normal Darius early game stuff, playing in round bushes. I think Darius is actually pretty decent right now in the meta. That should be level 2 fairly certain for fairly soon for Yellow Cactus, and that's Darius popping the ghost and forcing the flash there from Yellow Cactus. Can't see because I can count the amount of frames that I'm seeing it per second on one hand, and it's approximately 1, honestly. Oh no. Is it 3 minutes yet? No, I think they trolled and didn't allow spectators. We might just not watch this game here, my gamers. If this is what we have to, sorry, my microphone just fell. If this is what we have to deal with, I don't think we're gonna be able to get through it. This is pretty unwatchable. All right, we're 3 minutes in. Is there enough of a replay buffer for me to get in? Okay. A flash there. Didicus getting jumped on by Xinyao. Haha, Xinyao. So we're going to restart the League client and hope that sometimes you just can't join games because you were in some other, some menus or something. So we'll just see if maybe the friends list bugged out. This custom game is not open to spectators. Yeah, so I just got Big Boy trolled by UNM Esports. So that might be it here from us. Yeah, I think the Republic of Gamers might have been the people who started this, made the lobby this time, and they might not have known. So yeah, I mean, we could actually, I know exactly what we're gonna do. Has reduced video quality. Okay, so what we're gonna do is instead of that, we're just going to we're going to spectate Luna Firma's game. I think that is a handshake that all of us in chat can get on. Luna Firma, of course, the sub here for UNM Esports, the sub support. When I drink bathwater, is unable to make it because he has to go in for a knee surgery or something because he is a boomer. He, of course, isn't actually. He's like 30. Of course, in gamer years, that's like 70. So let's see. 5.5 minutes into the game. A solid 200 gold lead here for the side of for this blue team. Let's call them. So Luna Firma. Let's call them Team Sun. Here on the blue side, and then Team Moon here on the red side. Team Moon here playing a decent Protect the Yi comp with Master Yi in the jungle, and then someone trying to pretend to be either I forget who the first person to bring out the Zillion mid was. It was not Bjergsen, it was someone on NRG way back in the day, and then Bjergsen picked it up, and he's been known for it pretty much since. Purple Cats jumping in, getting the Gunnar onto Ishkul, flashing forward. Ishkul flashing in response. Now the Yi is here. He is only level 5, but that is going to be first blood. The boulder toss, picking that one up, but it's going to be a trade. Purple Cats going down to Master Yi. Olawags. Oog YOLO swag. Oh, wait, no. 0G YOLO swag. Okay. That's how you pronounce that. Going for the Flash Ignite onto Luna Firma, forcing the heal out of Bent. And that's about it. Team Moon probably wants to just back here. Luna Firma going in, getting the Solar Flare. Not the Solar Flare, that is the Zenith Blade onto one. Bent flashing forward for that as well. And UNM, or not UNM, Team Moon now off to a pretty decent spot. I'm excited for when we see Team Skull come out in this game if we have Sun versus Moon. Beluga? I'm going to say Belliger. The Zillion here getting the nice double bomb stun onto FT Faker FSFYNC. What are these people's names? This is definitely odd. This is exactly what you would see in a typical solo queue game. Probably because we are watching a solo queue game, because someone I'm just gonna blame someone on UNM Esports trolled and didn't let me spectate their game. So here we are. Aishuko actually doing a really good job freezing this wave here in front of his tower, making sure that Purple Cats won't be able to do much against him. Getting one stack of the Hyper. He is turning into the Mega Gunnar, getting pulled into tower, but just going to hop away. Team Sun bot lane not doing great here. That is partially just because it is a misfortune going against them. Very strong pick in the meta right now, in addition to always been one of the best just early game 80 carries in terms of damage. Combine that with the Morgana, even a Morgana that doesn't seem to be able to hit the bindings. And it's a pretty good combination. Poppy, oh no. Poppy going here and just going to run down Purple Cat 7. The Kanye here on the side of Team Sun. Going to Faker FNC Yai, might just die here from the bomb from Zillion. That is Belliger getting a kill. Going wide was the binding there from 0G YOLO Swags. Luna Firma. For some, the really weird thing about this is a relatively low elo flash forward from Panda's Yay, going to get stunned up. Bellasgard just going to give himself the move speed. That's the ultimate onto Belliger from the Kanye, going to get the Chrono Shift, and Belliger going to pick up a easy kill, honestly, there onto Panda Yay. But anyways, even though this is a relatively low elo game, this is significantly less aggressive than what we saw from UNM Esports. Bullet time coming out from the Connie Pake. Oh god, what are these names? And Luna Firma just face tanked it and really didn't care. That is 0G YOLO Swags going down. The Purple Cats very close to turning into Mega, getting the Hyper here. He's going to want to turn into Mega Gnar against the wall. Yeah, there we go. Poppy going in for a little bit more, and I think that pull might have just killed Purple Cats 777. Luna Firma and Bent able to get one turret plate here down in the bot lane. 10.5 minutes, a little bit late on getting any early turrets. Bent getting hit by that, getting bent by the turret plate. FT Faker SYC hitting the just the Q and then doing a lot of down. And Luna Firma going to die here, going a little bit too far or overstaying a little bit. Now FT Faker going to die to a Shukol. He does have the ultimate, deciding not to use it for some reason. Maybe deciding that he didn't need to use it. 3 kills to 8 here, just cresting the 11-minute mark. 2,000 gold lead here for Team Moon. Team Sun not having the greatest early game. I'm going to say part of that is having a Teemo mid. Not entirely certain about that one. They do have a fairly decent mid-game skirmish, so I would not count them out yet. The bullet time really over the Gnar and the binding from Morgana is going to be able to do a lot. I'm going up against Luna Firma here. In the bot lane, he's going to have to try and disrupt as much of that as he can. Going against some Morgana is going to make it a little bit more difficult. 0G YOLO Swag looking for a cheeky binding over the wall. Not able to get it. We have not seen particularly many of these bindings land yet for 0G YOLO Swags. Asukal out to a 2-1 lead here in the top lane. Part of that is just because the Master Yi has come up top a few times. And it looks like pings over to the second dragon of the game are starting now. Teemo roaming down, not being followed by Beliger. Preyseeker going loud, but the Teemo is being spotted. Beliger should be able to push out the mid lane. Luna Firma looking for a little bit more. Beliger roaming now into the river. Dragon spawning relatively soon. Ezekiel getting locked up, snared up. Purple Cat 777 going low. Ezekiel needs to be worried not to get the Gnar like that. Ezekiel going for the ultimate. Now Luna Firma in the front line going very low. That was a very good binding onto Blurger. Poppy going to have to force out. Now Panda's Yay going in. That's the Master Yi getting 1. Let's see if he can get 2. That's 2. Now going into the channel. That's 3. That's almost 4. And Master Yi picking up that ace with the help of his team there. Ezekiel did get the kill up there onto Purple Cats in the top lane, and that's why it was an ace. I was wondering why we didn't see the teleport, and it was because the Gnar was dead. So Ezekiel now going to be able to probably get at least one more turret plate. Bent might be able to get one here also in the bot lane. Perhaps a second. He does have about 13 seconds to decide no. Just going to reset. And that's a lot of shutdowns across the board. Luna Firma, the only one without one here on the side of Team Moon. 13-3 here, 6,000 gold into the game. I'm not one to predict force fits, but this might be, we might see a force fit here and maybe a little bit of flame onto the Teemo. You don't love to see it, but that just might be the how this game goes. Purple Cat's getting a little bit of damage left back onto towers. He's only level 9, now overextended versus a ghosting Darius, and Purple Cats is not going to be long for this world. Burning down, getting bled out. Now the Master Yi going into the 2v1. Panda's Yay might be able to get out just because of the pathing. Teemo is not going to be able to get out Stride Breaker, breaking strides. And the Master Yi only picked up 1 in that fight. I say only in a 2-for-0 here for the side of Team Moon. Team Sun really not doing all that great. Might be because Team Sun does not synergize well against this Leona here, picked up by Team Moon, bot laner Luna Firma. Red team, of course, picking up this turret on the top side. Not super surprising. 1-5 on the Gnar. Looks like Huni demoted quite a few times to get into this game. And unfortunately is the top laner against the top lane for Luna Firma. We're going for the deep cuts here. Yeah, so we're not going to see the 15-minute surrender. It doesn't look like Luna Firma getting snared up. I think the first time we've actually seen that all game. Throwing down the Shield of Daybreak, not able to get much. And now the coming Panic getting half health by one Acathian Rain. Blurger doing a really good job here in the mid lane, stopping this Teemo from being super obnoxious. Purple Cats trying his hardest, but with a 5 and 3, now we're going to see a 3v3. Bent already dying, bullet time already used up, and this is going to be very close for the Master Yi. Not close enough. He does get one. There is a mushroom there in the mid lane that I have to imagine someone stepped on. Luna Firma doesn't have stacks. I'm not sure if he finished up his item already. That's a flash from FT Faker and another turret into the pockets of Team what did I say? Team Moon. Team Edward. And now we're up to an almost 10,000 gold lead here at 17 minutes. FT Faker going to die here, getting stride broken, getting rooted. He's going to try his best. Bent on a rampage, 4-0-4. Going a bit of a time in a bottle. Hop is available from Purple Cat 7, getting his stride broken. Level up from Bent, or not level up, whatever his passive is called, and that's a huge stun. Half of the coming Panic getting destroyed right there. Now Bent having to get the chrono break there, and he's going to be perfectly fine. He's going to take another binding, but he will be okay. Luna Firma getting 3 stacks of hyper put on him. Perfectly fine, worse for wear. And overall, Panda Ye going in, stopping the backs. Now there is a Mega Gnar. Purple Cat going down, does get 2-man Gnar, picking up 1 on the side of Team Sun, but no, Master Yi looking for more. Q should be available. He's getting stunned under the turret, and that's going to be a kill for him. Skookle going in, getting 2-1-2, dunk him. Have you seen the new Dunk Town Express train? It's actually just right down central, and you can just dunk from there. And there we see blue team has agreed to a surrender with 5 votes for and 0 against, and that's GG, well played for Team Moon. And we had to do that because, again, we were watching that game because, again, can't see it. This custom game is not open to spectators. So I'm thinking that's going to be about it for me, gamers. I was Elegant Dieter Hambicki Cabbage. First name Elegant, last name Cabbage, summoner name Dieter Hambicki. And we'll be back on Wednesday for UNM Esports. First game of the season, CLOL. It'll be at 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And we are going against Wyoming, I think. It's in the schedule on UNM, twitch.tv/UNM Esports. If you are not already followed, follow, hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell. And thank you all for watching.